Before he became Rome's most powerful man, Julius Caesar was simply a young noble with a dream that would change history forever. In 100 BC, Caesar was born into the Julian family, one of Rome's oldest noble bloodlines.
Although his family was respected, they were far from the richest or most powerful in Rome.
From an early age, Caesar showed remarkable intelligence, confidence, and an unstoppable ambition.
But Rome was entering one of the most dangerous periods in its history. Political corruption, civil unrest, and rival generals pushed the Republic toward chaos. Caesar quickly realized that survival in Rome required more than intelligence. It demanded courage. When the dictator Sulla seized power, Caesar refused to abandon his principles. Sulla ordered Caesar to divorce his wife, but Caesar boldly refused. That single decision nearly cost Caesar his life, but it also revealed the fearless character that would one day reshape the Roman world. Forced to flee Rome, Caesar began a journey into a legendary commander. He joined the Roman army in Asia Minor, where he experienced the realities of war for the very first time. His courage under fire earned him the civic crown, one of Rome's highest military honors. After Sulla's death, Caesar returned to Rome, determined to begin his political career. His powerful speeches quickly attracted attention from both the people and the Senate. Every speech strengthened his reputation as a gifted leader with extraordinary ambition. To gain greater influence, Caesar carefully built friendships with Rome's most powerful politicians. His greatest alliance would soon unite three of the most powerful men in the Republic. This secret agreement became known as the First Triumvirate, changing the course of Roman history. With powerful allies at his side, Julius Caesar was finally ready to pursue the greatness he had always imagined. In 59 BC, Julius Caesar was elected consul, the highest political office in the Roman Republic. As consul, Caesar introduced bold reforms that helped ordinary citizens but angered many powerful senators. After his term ended, Caesar received command of the Roman provinces of Gaul. This land will be the foundation of our empire. We march north and we bring the light of Rome to Gaul. Gaul was vast, wealthy, and home to fierce warrior tribes that had resisted Rome for generations. Caesar saw Gaul not as a threat, but as an opportunity to build glory, wealth, and an unstoppable army. In 58 BC, the Gallic Wars began. The Helvetii tribe attempted a massive migration, but Caesar blocked their path. Using brilliant tactics and strict discipline, Caesar defeated the Helvetii in a decisive battle. The victory established Caesar as one of Rome's greatest military commanders. But this was only the beginning. The conquest of Gaul would become one of the greatest military campaigns in ancient history. For the next 8 years, Caesar led his legions across the forests, rivers, and mountains of Gaul, fighting battle after battle. Every victory brought new land, more wealth, and thousands of loyal soldiers under Caesar's command. Caesar's soldiers admired him because he shared their hardships, marching, fighting, and sleeping beside them. Unlike many Roman commanders, Caesar inspired loyalty through leadership rather than fear. One by one, the powerful Gallic tribes were defeated, and Rome's influence spread across the region. But not every tribe accepted Roman rule. A powerful resistance was beginning to rise. A young Arvernian noble named Vercingetorix united the tribes with a single goal: to drive Rome out of Gaul forever. For the first time, Caesar faced an enemy capable of uniting nearly all of Gaul against him. The stage was set for one of the greatest military confrontations of the ancient world. The decisive battle would take place at Alesia, a siege that would test Caesar's genius like never before. In 52 BC, Caesar surrounded the hill fortress of Alesia, trapping Vercingetorix and nearly 80,000 Gallic warriors inside. But Caesar faced a deadly problem. A massive Gallic relief army was marching to rescue the trapped defenders. Instead of retreating, Caesar ordered the construction of a second line of fortifications facing outward. His army was now trapped between two enemies, one inside the city and another approaching from outside. Days turned into weeks, as food became scarce on both sides of the siege. Finally, the Gallic relief force launched a massive assault against Caesar's outer defenses. At the same time, Vercingetorix ordered the defenders inside Alesia to attack. Outnumbered and surrounded, the Roman legions fought with unmatched discipline and determination. Leading from the front, Caesar personally rode into the fiercest fighting, inspiring his soldiers to hold the line. Against impossible odds, the Roman defenses held. The fate of Gaul would soon be decided. As dawn broke over Alesia, the exhausted Roman legions prepared for one final battle that would decide the future of Gaul. The Gallic relief army launched its largest assault, attacking every section of the Roman defenses at once. Arrows darkened the sky as the earth shook beneath the thunder of charging warriors. For hours, the Roman lines bent under relentless pressure, but they never broke.
At the most critical moment, Caesar gathered his reserve cavalry for a daring counterattack.
The Roman cavalry struck the flank with devastating speed and precision. Caught between the cavalry and the Roman infantry, the Gallic army collapsed into chaos. Seeing defeat was inevitable, Vercingetorix made one final, unforgettable decision. He rode to Caesar's camp, laid down his weapons, and surrendered to save his people. With the fall of Alesia, Gaul became part of the Roman world, and Julius Caesar's fame reached unprecedented heights. Caesar's victories in Gaul made him the most celebrated general in Rome. But his growing power terrified the Senate. The Senate feared that Caesar's loyal army could destroy the Republic and place absolute power in one man's hands. Led by Pompey the Great, Caesar's political enemies demanded that he give up his command. The order was clear. Caesar must dismiss his army before returning to Rome. Caesar understood the danger. Without his army, his enemies could destroy his career, or even his life. Only one small river stood between Caesar and the greatest gamble of his life, the Rubicon. Crossing the Rubicon meant declaring war on the Roman Republic. After a moment of silence, Caesar gave the order to advance. According to legend, Caesar declared, "The die is cast," as his army crossed the river. With that single decision, the Roman Republic was plunged into civil war, and history would never be the same. As Caesar marched toward Rome, panic spread through the Republic. Many believed no army could stop him. Pompey and many senators abandoned the capital, choosing to regroup rather than fight inside the city. Without resistance, Caesar entered Rome and took control of the government. Although Rome was now in his hands, Caesar knew the war was far from over. Pompey escaped across the Adriatic Sea, gathering loyal armies in Greece. Determined to end the conflict, Caesar crossed the sea and pursued his greatest rival. In 48 BC, the two greatest Roman commanders met near the town of Pharsalus. Pompey commanded a larger army, while Caesar relied on experience, discipline, and brilliant tactics. When the battle began, Caesar's veterans held their formation with remarkable discipline. One brilliant tactical decision would soon decide the fate of the Roman Republic. As Pompey's cavalry charged, Caesar remained calm. He had prepared for this exact moment. Hidden behind the front lines, Caesar's reserve troops suddenly moved into action. The unexpected attack shattered Pompey's cavalry and sent them fleeing in confusion. With the enemy's flank exposed, Caesar ordered a full assault! Pompey's army collapsed under relentless pressure, and thousands threw down their weapons. Realizing the battle was lost, Pompey fled the battlefield and sailed toward Egypt. Caesar had won the greatest victory of his career, but the war was not yet over. Determined to end the conflict completely, Caesar followed Pompey across the Mediterranean. When Caesar arrived in Alexandria, he expected to meet his rival one final time. But what Caesar discovered in Egypt would change his destiny and the future of Rome forever.